Hello there, Caps here, and in this video, let's talk about something really interesting. It's falcond-gui, the Advanced Linux Gaming Performance Daemon. So in this video, we're gonna talk about what is falcond-gui, how does it work, how to use it, and a little bonus in case you are having trouble. Right? Let's get started. So what is falcond-gui? So, falcond-gui is made by Ferrell, one of the co-founder of PickOS. For those who don't know, PickOS is this Linux distro based on Debian Seed. Falcon-D is written with Zig. So what falcon-D is a powerful system daemon to automatically optimize your Linux gaming experience, as written here in their Git. According to Wikipedia here, is a program that run as a background process. So you can think of this as a little helper to help you to optimize your Linux gaming experience. They have an automatic game detection so that when you run a game, it will load profiles here. So you can actually made some profile to suit your needs. What is inside this profile is the first thing first. If you want to activate the high performance mode on your system, you can do that here automatically when, so for instance, you are on balance or power saver before running a game, and when you run the game, it will turn into performance mode. It is also has an idle inhibitor, so your screen will not turn off when you are gaming. It also has a 3D VCAS management, so this will be very useful if your CPU has two CCD like 9950X3D. It also has an SCX scheduler integration. SCX scheduler is a program where you can pick a scheduler for your CPU. For each scheduler, you can check CaseOS wiki for more detail on this. I will be honest, I did not really use any of this, but mainly SCX is really gonna be impactful where you have a CPU bound application or game. You can check Flagless and Russia if you want to check some benchmark. And out of the box, these also already have a global profile for any Proton game. So a Windows game running on Proton compatibility, it is also very lightweight, like very, very lightweight. And it also has a different device mode. So there is a profile for desktop, handheld, and HTPC. This originally did not have any GUI. So if you want to add new profile or editing existing one, you kinda have to edit it yourself with text editor. But recently, Ferrell also made the falcond-gui GUI. So this is the UI written in Rust for the falcond-gui. It is using GTK4 libadwaita. And the main feature here is to monitor falcond-gui status. But the main thing with the GUI is you can make profile more user-friendly. So for instance, here, let me show you the GUI. So here's the GUI. As you can see, it default to the status. It has all these available scheduler, although there is no description for each scheduler yet. And you can make a new profile here, or you can edit the existing one. Now I'm gonna try to explain how this falcond-gui works. So imagine this is your PC. You have falcond-gui the daemon running. And then, for instance, you are gonna run application on Proton. when you do that, the daemon will check the database, and if they found the proton, it will change the default profile here into proton, and it will stay like that until you quit the proton apps. But what if you already have proton running like this, and then you have a new apps gonna run into your system, but falcon-gui did not recognize these apps in the database, so it will not change this profile. But if before running these new apps, it registered this new profile for these apps into your system, then falcon-gui recognize these apps. It will only cache this new profile behind the currently running proton profile. So it will only run the new profile when you quit the proton apps. I believe that's how it works. Now how to use this program actually? If you are only running the daemon, now the GUI, the only thing that you can really interact is just the profile maker, basically. You can edit existing one. It will not really override the original. It will just make a copy of the same name so that it will use that instead of the built-in. You can also make a new profile. This one is the file name, not really important. As long as you did not use the existing profile name, it will not replace this. The important one is this: you have to kind of know this executable name properly. For instance, Virginx. You can name the profile whatever you want, like Ryu or something. And then you can toggle your preference in here. And when you're done, you can save. Now, this is the bonus section where if the GUI somehow doesn't work. So, for instance, you're opening the GUI, editing this Proton profile to use, let's say, BPF LAN on gaming with no VCAS tuning without performance mode, for instance. But when you save it, it did not change this for some reason. The thing is, after you install the UI, the falcon-gui here, you either have to restart, but if somehow after restart, it's still not here. So, for example, I install this falcon-gui using dev2arch. It actually did not run the falcon-gui post install. So it is supposed to run this shell executable. The entry is something like this. Originally, it did not have this. So this is originally how it looks. It's very likely that if you are not running Debian, the script did not run. You either have to tell your package maintainer to fix that, or you can run this script manually. But to run this script manually, comment out these 3 lines, the first set E, and then the first if, and then the last V. Save the file. Make sure the file is executable, like that. And then you run the same script as a sudo. So you run this script as a sudo. And that's it. You now need to restart, and now you should be able to make the profile as it should be. And that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching this. Let me know if you have any suggestion or on which app you want me to explain, for instance, or any content suggestion. I'll try to do it. And for now, see you next time.